comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like DMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. That's right. Right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. No, they not in sync. No, they not in sync. Word to JT, no, they not in sync. Word to JT, no, they not in sync. No, they not in sync. No, they not in sync.
Don't mind me, don't mind me. I say don't mind me, don't mind me. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm doing okay. Got some more money, showing my own bank. See all this fashion, you know I got tape. See that you mad from the look in your face. You know me, they know I don't play. Look up to me like I'm a saint. I'm a superhero without a cape. Tryna make it in.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta. At shooting guard, Kevin Herter. At the head guard.
And let's thank you, Kevin. David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And the wings, Herter and Hunter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, the team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Trae Young. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And with the postseason looming, Greg, any change in approach for the playoff contenders?
Goal number 1 is health. Outside of that, you're looking at seeding, trying to fine-tune, and just getting dialed in for what could be a long road.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
It's Young on the wing. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's George for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
And George hits the whistle that time.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. Here's Young. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Shot clock at 5. Young is double. Here's Capella. That one a little long. Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And that one's good, Leonard.
We're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Zubac. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Puts it up from 12, and again the Clippers good for 2.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Pass to George. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And here is Los Angeles now. A three from Leonard. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 3.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with. And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Hunter, no one around him. They get it back. Shot by Collins, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. 5 points in the game. The turnaround Jay. The rebound by Paul George.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Young with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. He gets that one. That's now 8 points for George.
Thank you.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
It was just an off game for them, to say the least, but to almost pull it out was impressive in its own right.
Here's Herter. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Down low, stolen by Collins. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson. Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that, but he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself. Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
Leonard dishes to Jackson. Just his first attempt. Zubac's no good. The Hawks trail by 5. 5-on-3 break. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
And George kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Capella. Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Herter, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Now, here is George. He's got 8, and again, it's the Clippers missing. And Hunter, here we go. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Beautiful creativity off the dribble. That's a slick move by Hunter.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
To the paint, it's tipped. Here's Leonard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Leonard's got 8.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Young. It's good. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level, and that's where he's a complete threat.
And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, GA. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi. I'll say this, he's an elite talent.
Bogdanovich is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Now, here's Bogdanovich. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Young. 11 feet out, and he hits it. He's got 8.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Jackson, that's good. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jackson against Young. Popped up there for Collins.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
Jackson drives in. Outside for George. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Outside, George. Off target from outside. The Hawks shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. And the pass to Collins. Here's Herter, defended by George. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trailing. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist from Young. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
There's Jackson with the 3. Tries again. Zubac. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. Young inside. Jackson on him. And it's Capella missing.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Leonard, no luck. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Here's Herter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Herter's got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. And it may be an overused term, Smitty, but I think the description of Bogdanovich as a glue guy, he really fits.
I agree. He has a lot of those qualities that every team needs. He's a playmaker. He gets after it on the defensive end, and he can create his own offense when need be.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Zubac. Puts it up from 15. Connects. The jumper drops. Zubac has got his second bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Young, and the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
What a fearless scorer Young is, and he does it in many different ways.
George, that's a two-pointer, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Williams at the shooting guard position.
And I like this. Don't settle for the jumper. Attack off the dribble. Use your skill to finish. Excellent play by Gallinari.
George with the bucket.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Inside. The Hawks working the ball around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive. That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Okongwu slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now George. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And Paul George, good for the three. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
A fader. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Hawks trail by 9. Young pass to Williams. Floats one, and here's Gallinari outside.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Williams gets the bucket.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Here's Jackson. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Finds yet again. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 6.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Young. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket. Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Unloads from 9. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Young. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Over Young. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Williams. No good with the triple. Los Angeles leading by 9. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break, the Hawks. shoots from the baseline. And Young with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. And that's 18 points for Trae Young. Passes it to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
George passes to Zubac. Outside, George, Rocket 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Young with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Another shot. Here's Okongwu. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Okongwu's now got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Pelicans. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And George gets it to go. The Hawks trail by 7. And there's the feed to Young. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Goes back up. And that one is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Young outside. Here's Okongwu. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard against Young for 3, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 17 now.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
You know, I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court. But off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides. Just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Lou Williams. And it's DeLon Wright in for Trae Young. That one is no good.
Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
Okongwu.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Leonard attacking, and yes, it's good. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Now, here's Collins. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Shot is good in the Los Angeles lead. It's cut down to 9. They're back within single digits after that one from Wright. Here's Jackson. That one off the back iron and out. Wright with it. George picks him up. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Zubac finds George. And a miss there on the triple.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And the rejection by Zubac. And they're able to recover. Here's Wright. Kicks it out to Collins. Collins with another miss.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Stolen by Jackson. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now, here's Hunter. He had 35 points last game out. They get the rebound, and the rejection by Zubac. Hits it from three-point range. Wright's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hunter on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's 8 points for DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Leonard. To the inside. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. As we all know, scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Okongwu, guarded by Jackson. Herder passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
So many of the points Capella scores are out of the pick and roll.
Jackson kicks to Zubac, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. And now, let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. The pass to Capella. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting because he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Young looking it over, and the dunk by Capella.
Clint Capella only takes shots within his arsenal. Good at playing within himself.
The deep 3 from George. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got 27.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there. Time and time again. Dunk contest level jam. Collins looks like he's having fun out there.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
They get it back. Paul George with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Pass to Herder. Hawks passing it around. Down low. Here's Hunter. Misses off the right iron. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
There's one place that you can be sure to find Kevin Huerter just about every day. That's the film room. He studies the game in detail, trying to improve his own game and get insights into his opponents.
Yeah, there's just as much work you can do on the court as it is off the court. Kevin Huerter knows that, and he's embraced the film work and analysis that it takes to become a great player.
A nice shot by George.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Pass to Young. Capella, high post. Passes it to Huerter. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range. Huerter's got 13 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Outside for George. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. For three, Hunter. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pulls up, high post. And that one, good. 3 points in the game so far.
The playmaking of Reggie. A work in progress, but looking good right there.
Here's Young. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the rejection by Collins. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Here's Huerter, defended by George. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
With good size for a two-guard, Huerter willing and capable of taking on defenders in the painted area.
George, that's a two-pointer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Atlanta calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
I mean, the ridiculous production is beyond the art. They have to find a way to cool him down.
Atlanta with the ball. 9-point game. Here's Young, and the rejection by Zubats. Outside, George. Offline with his three. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Young against Jackson. From deep. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 12. He dishes it to Leonard. Takes the three. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot is long. That has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
DeAndre Hunter has a great combination of strength and length. Throw it down, young fella.
Leonard on the wing. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Hunter. Finished off the break. 15 points for DeAndre Hunter.
Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
Leonard against Hunter. From 17 feet out, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 26 points. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Young finds Gallinari. Here's Herter, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Outside for George. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from 20. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 10.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
Kevin Herter has really exploded tonight, and his teammates are loving it.
And George with this stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Young pass to Capella. Here's Herter, guarded by Jackson. Here's the three. Herter, no good. Clippers leading by 12. George passes to Pop. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
And the rejection by Zubac. Hunter dishes to Young. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Young's got 20.
The shot chart would tell you this isn't Young's favorite spot, but with a little effort, he makes it work.
George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Right side George. And stolen by Hunter. Jumps up, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Shoots. He drains the quick shot. George has got 40 points.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Back to Young. Inside. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. It's good. He's got 10.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for DeAndre Hunter.
Bogdan Bogdanovic.
The Hawks working the ball around. Young finds Capella. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Los Angeles leading by 13. There's the pass to Jackson. Powell for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers.
That's who you want to get it out to. Norman Powell shoots around 40% from deep almost every year.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Shoots a fader, and good. The friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Clippers lead by 16. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance
to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, we've got DeLon Wright. Collins is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the two-guard spot. And that one drops. The Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Hawks. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
LA basketball.
Clippers leading by 14. George, no good. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Shot by Collins, no good.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Kept alive. Jackson kicks the foul. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Collins in the post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Kawhi Leonard. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. Right now, he's saying it might be a severely sprained ankle, which is something every player hates to hear. And that's a potentially devastating injury that will keep him out not just the rest of today, but quite a while, too. That is just awful to hear. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And Wright kicks to Bogdanovich. Trains the three-pointer.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Another one falls to the Clippers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Right, the pass to Collins. Knocked away. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. That's now 22 points for Reggie Jackson. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Powell against Wright. Collins wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Jackson misses. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Bogdanovich. Kennard with the rebound. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game. Shot by Collins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Kennard. That one drops for him. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Wright. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Herder passes to Okongwu. Back to Herder. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Physical D right there, but Herder's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Herder. Herder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Collins. Goes up again. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes. The dynamic rag between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Herder. Herder's got 5 rebounds tonight and finished off by Collins.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
Powell kicks to Jackson. There's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Herder's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Powell for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. They get it again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kennard kicks to Powell. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Atlanta. Trailing by 17.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Kennard on the wing. To end the drought. Headshot off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on George. What's the status, David?
Thanks, guys. I got to step.
Oh, what a play!
Watch your head. Such a versatile player. Bogdanovich does a great job reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And as good as his offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ivica Zubac.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. From deep. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
On its way from Young for 2. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
For most defenses, Young's jumper is the first thing they have to account for when they play this team.
Powell, the pass to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the paint.
2 minutes.
Here's Zubac. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks making a change here. Herder's checked in.
Kevin Herder.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Releases. Zubac finds Kennard. Three-pointer, and the three ball is good. Kennard's got 11 in the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And Herder gets it to go.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry over into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Young with the drive. Takes it off the glass.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The three ball. Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young with the ball. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
Three-pointer.
Young's got 32 points.
You know, when you watch Trae Young, he sort of glides around the floor. Then he can stop on a dime.
Now, Kennard. Foul for 3. It's in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they start.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.